Basketball fans, welcome back. So this past weekend, we had the Basketball Africa League Sahara Conference tipping off. And man, these Basketball Africa League games are clashing with the NBA playoffs. And man, I had to watch every single game. And yeah, man, I'm happy to be back. I took like a week hiatus just to just reflect upon things, just do my own things in there, and just think about different content. But here, we are back, and in this one, I'll be talking about the Petro de Luanda versus Kriol Star game. So this was the first game of the Basketball Africa League Sahara Conference, and I must say, it was a snooze fest because it was a blowout. Petro de Luanda 103 to Kriol Star 74. And the Petro de Luanda team looked different. So this season we didn't have the services of Carlos Moraes and Nicolas Faust, but the other guys came through and they did their thing. And Kriol Star, this is the first time that they are playing in the BAL, and their team that is coming from Cape Verde. And Petro de Luanda, they're the defending champions. The idea for Petro de Luanda is to go back-to-back, but I don't think this season it will be that season where they can go back-to-back. But hey, it is what it is. It's too early to predict that. So this game was it was actually quite good. I've seen a couple of games, especially in the Kalahari Conference, where teams struggle to shoot the three ball, but this one, not so much, because Petro de Luanda team were able to shoot at least 37% from deep, and from the field they shot 51%. On 2-point field goals, that's where they shot the most. That's 58%. Even Kriol Star, they really struggled to knock down the three ball, but they shot at a 30% clip, which was not that bad, because you have seen teams even go only with 1-3. Study Mali, and I see where you are. Yeah, so the Kriol Star team, they shot 44% from the field and 53% from 2-point field goals. So it was not a bad shooting exhibition. At least they were able to shoot above 45%. So this was something that, especially on 2-point field goals, so this was something that I really was keen on, because this shows how efficient these teams are. And Petro de Luanda, being the most decorated team that is in the Basketball Africa League, they have never missed any edition of the Basketball Africa League. This is one of those games that, it was just going through the motions. Yannick Moreira and Abubakar Gaku were the people who led the charge for the Petro de Luanda side. Abubakar Gaku, he had 19 points. Yannick Moreira, he had 16 and 8 boards. And Chile Dandao, he was just doing his thing there casually with 13 assists. So you can see the Angolan team, Petro de Luanda, some players who play for the national team play for the Petro de Luanda team. So you're seeing they're very good, especially when it comes to playing team basketball, and they are that team that is elite. Then you have Kriol Star. Nothing much to say about Kriol Star, but I was keen on looking at the Almeida brothers, who, they have been good. I've seen their runs when they play for Cape Verde, and they were solid. But the guy who carried the day for Kriol Star, scoring wise, despite the loss, Richard Jeron Felix Park. This guy, he had 17 points. Kenneth Michael, he had 7 total rebounds, and Cameron Robert, he had 7 assists. So this game was good. It was good for Petro de Luanda since they won. They are rebounded Kriol Star 41 boards. They had 30 assists and 15 steals. So there's a lot of steals. The Kriol Stars defense wasn't that good, and they are kind of exposed in this one. Although looking forward, as per recording this video, they're able to get an upset win against AS Ville de Dakar, which I'm going to look at in a future video. But this was a very good performance all around, and I was very excited. This is the first game of the Kalahari Conference. We already seen the Kalahari Conference. This is the first game of the Sahara Conference. We've seen the game that was in the Kalahari Conference, like about 2 weeks ago. So this was a very good matchup, and I was very excited. And even looking at the stats, you could see there was no weak spot when it came to the Petro de Luanda side. They were that good. They led in other statistics like second chance points, fast break points, points from turnovers. They really capitalized on that because they are that team that just knows how to capitalize on people's mistakes. So when you have mistakes, they'll just go ahead and do their thing on you. So this was a very good start. I know a lot of people are waiting on, especially Kenyans are waiting on the Nile Conference to see the Nairobi City Thunder, me included. I mean, I can't wait. I'm holding my breath for the Nile Conference. But the Kalahari Conference is going to be fun because we have seen, as per of this video, there's not going to be an unbeaten team in this conference, because in the Kalahari Conference we saw the only team that was not able to lose a single game. I mean, not able to, but they didn't lose a single game was Al Ittihad. They went 6-0. But in this one, every single team has taken an L. So it makes the game interesting because this one shows you like there's no like walk on team, because the other in the Kalahari Conference you saw Stade Malien went 0-6 and they were just down bad, and the top teams in the Kalahari Conference were the Rivers Hoopers and Al Ittihad. So will we be able to see competitive performances? Yes, I guarantee that, because we're seeing like teams push back, and when teams push back, this is what makes the competition awesome. And being the first game, I didn't have that high expectations. When I saw Petro de Luanda playing against Kriol Star, I just knew for a fact that they're going to win this game. I had no doubts, especially when it came to Petro de Luanda winning, because I saw it and I felt like they have what it takes. I mean, you can't say that the defending champs are going to, drop a game like that. I didn't see it. I know in the Kalahari Conference, when Petro de Luanda played there in the Kalahari Conference last season, we saw them lose to the Cape Town Tigers in embarrassing fashion. I can't even say they choked, but this one, they were dominant. Even despite, their roster looking different, they were still productive. And this was awesome. And I can't wait to see how things pan out. But shooting-wise, you could see teams had a very good start, especially when it came to like efficiency. I really worry when I see teams not able to like be consistent when it comes to shooting wise, especially good shot selections, because the game is very physical and it's different from what we are used to seeing, especially when it comes to the NBA playoffs and the NBA, EuroLeague. But I'm not comparing African basketball to EuroLeague, because EuroLeague is way better. But African basketball is truly on the rise, and efficiency is the key thing. And understanding when to shoot, when to drive, when to make the pass, that is something that a lot of teams are just, struggling to put together. So I really, really enjoyed this. I can say this our conference is going to be fun, because we saw the Sarah Conference last season was the last conference to have games. So this one was different because the Sarah Conference was the second one. So a lot can change, especially when it comes to like this week, because we're going to be seeing a lot of games happening. So it is what it is. So do drop me your comments down in the comment section what you think about this. I must say this first games were awesome. And this is one in 4 videos I'm going to be making. And well done, Petro de Luanda, because this one, it was awesome. Because when I saw this game, I thought it was going to be like it was going to be a very close game, but quickly came to realize that there was difference in class, because even as the game started, you could see there was no point. Petro de Luanda had a weak spot in this one, and they were able to go ahead and get at it. So I'm going to be dropping more videos talking about BAL, and this is just the first. So like, share, subscribe to the channel. So I've made a few changes in our programming. So these videos will be premiering on NBAKenya's YouTube channel and Non-Dairy2 Basketball. I'll be posting a lot of BAL videos on there on NBAKenya's YouTube channel, so make sure to tune into that. I know I posted majority of my videos on NBAKenya Basketball, but this ones I'm going to post them on NBA Kenya, so make sure to go check them out there. So yeah, like, share, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to see you guys in the next one. Peace out.